Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Abdul Hadi bin Jalalul Sawiti. For final assessment, we will present about low self-esteem. What is low self-esteem? Low self-esteem is when someone lacks confidence about who they are and what they can do. They often feel incompetent, unloved, or inadequate. People who are struggling with low self-esteem are consistently afraid about making mistakes or letting other people down. Poor self-esteem can affect a person's thought, emotions, and pattern of behavior. Sometimes this sign can be more apparent, but in some cases they can be so much more subtle. Some people with low self-esteem talk negatively about themselves, while others go out of their way to make sure the other people are pleased with them. In either case, this lack of personal worth and value can have a serious negative impact on a person's life and wellness. This is some common signs of low self-esteem. First, poor confidence. People with low self-confidence tend to have low self-esteem and vice versa. Second, lack of control. People who have low self-esteem often feel that they have little control over their life or what happened to them. Third, worry and self-doubt. Even after making a decision, people who have low self-esteem often worry that they have made the wrong choice. Fourth, negative social comparison. Social comparison can sometimes serve a positive function and extend a person's sense of self. However, comparing yourself to others can also play a role in damaging self-esteem. Last but not least, poor outlook. Low self-esteem also causes people to feel that there is little chance that the future will be any better.
Next, we go to the effects of low self-esteem. First, the effects is lack of self-care. What if someone has low self-esteem and then at the same time they don't care about themselves, so like the person may care so little that they neglect or abuse themselves, which means that they don't, if you do something, they don't care about what happens to themselves. And I go for the example for these effects, like if someone drink too much alcohol, like they drunk, and from that something can happen to them, and they don't care about that. Next, the other effects of low self-esteem is self-harming behaviors. This is one of the main effects. One of the main effects if someone has low self-esteem. Because why? Because let me tell you, low self-esteem put the person at increase of self-harm. Because of what? Because they don't care about themselves. They have no confidence about themselves, and from that, what they do to themselves, they don't care. They don't care about themselves. And so let me tell you the example of these effects, like first, eating disorder, and second, drug abuse or suicide. And I just want to tell you that please don't take this self-esteem like simple, and please take this thing seriously, because it can brings a big problem to you and to yourself. And yeah.
Is Rafiq Aiman bin Abdul Razak, ID number 4212003801. So today I will be talking about the effect of low self-esteem. The first one is unemployment. This is the biggest thing that have been facing by all the person who has low self-esteem. It is because of with the low self-esteem, they did not have the confidence to talk during the interview session with the employers. With the low confidence levels, the employer, the company will feel that they are not ready to be part of the company workers, as the company might want someone who have better performance and higher confidence level to do better in the company. Next is poor education performance. So, if you are having low self-esteem, you will probably get low marks in your exam, or you will not have the encourage to do better in your assignments. It is because you think that you are not very clever, or you are not really good in doing any of the assignments that have been provided or assigned for you. So with that feelings, you will have the trouble to not finish your job, to not finish your assignment properly with the best quality of works, and that might result in low marks in your exam or your assignments. So the third one is, if you are having a low self-esteem, you will have the difficult to interact, to communicate with other people. So if you are not really confident with yourself, you will not have the encourage to talk with other people in real life, as you will have, or you will try to be a quiet person and talk less than other people. Such as if you are seeing someone or someone new, you will not have the encourage to start the conversations with them, as because of your low self-esteem, you are not feeling that you have the encourage to talk with other people in real life. So, if you are having the difficult to interact, to communicate with other people, you will more likely to be alone in your life. You will have less friends than other people, and you will having much more trouble with their problems. As nowadays, we all know that friends is all that we need to be around us during our hard times and difficult times, because of our friends can be someone who will be next to us during our hard time to give us strength or confidence or support to do better and to facing the problem that we are having.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hanif Najami Miafizal. Before I start, I have one quote from John Wooden. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. So today I will talk about how to improve our low self-esteem. First, let's go back. Is to learn how to accept compliments. One of the most difficult aspects of boosting self-esteem is that when we are unhappy with ourselves, we are more resistant to get the compliments, even we need them the most. Set a goal for yourself to tolerate compliments when you receive them, even if they make you feel uncomfortable. Preparing a simple set response and training yourself to use them automatically whenever you receive positive feedback is the greatest approach to avoid the instinctive reaction of dismissing compliments. For example, whenever you receive a compliment, you can say thank you, or how good are you to say that, how kind are you to say that, like that, okay? So the desire to deny or reject compliments will lessen over time, which is also a good sign that your self-esteem is improving. So the next is eliminate self-criticism and introduce self-compassion. Unfortunately, when our self-esteem is low, we are more inclined to undermine it by being critical of ourselves. We must replace self-criticism, which is nearly always completely ineffective, even if we feel persuasive, with self-compassion if our goal is to improve our self-esteem. When your self-critical inner monologue arises, consider yourself what you will say to a close friend in your situation. So, because we are much more compassionate to friends than we are to ourselves, right? And direct those thoughts to yourself, This can assist you to prevent further harming your self-esteem with critical talk and instead help you go it down. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, the third point is surround yourself with people who make you feel good. Okay, sometimes our friend doesn't make us feel good, and that's okay. We just need to spend time with other people who appreciate, care about you more. This doesn't mean your only friends, but they could be a family, your online friend, and your neighbors. And those friends who aren't helping your moods, learn whether they are toxic friends, and think about trying to distance yourself from you. Those people will make you feel bad about yourself. It can be a little tricky at first, but even if they're most popular kid in school or the coolest person you know, it's really not worth hanging out with them if they make you feel rubbish, you know. Just choose your friend wisely, okay? Okay, the last point is identify the positive about yourself. It is also a good idea to write down a positive thing about yourself, such as being a good at sport or nice thing that people have said about you. When you start to feel low, look back at these things and remind yourself that there is plenty of good about you. In general, positive internal dialogue is a big part of improving your self-esteem. If you catch yourself saying things like I'm not good enough or I'm a failure, you can start to turn things around by saying I can beat this, and I can become more confident by viewing myself in a more positive way. To begin, you will catch yourself falling back into all negative habits, but with regular effort, you can start to feel more positive and build your self-esteem as well.
Okay, for conclusion, low self-esteem is a major issue in many people's life. It's about the confidence one has about himself or herself, and low self-esteem becomes a major challenge as it can cause devastating effects in one's life. Which is it can have negative effect on relation, academic performance, for example, an ability to deal with other life challenges, and also on a professional level. But the brighter side of it is that there are ways of overcoming low self-esteem. Okay, for the solution to self-confidence, number one, be active all the times. Being active can make you a healthy person, but for many people, physical activity can seem like a chore. To be active, you only need to find the right activity, set reasonable goal for yourself, and identify the right source of motivation to keep you going. For example, cleaning your house, you can dance, you can make the most of TV time, exercise, and others. Number two, avoid comparison. It is important to understand that everyone have their own benefit and shortcomings. Also, every individual has different goal. Understand your goal and figure out a realistic plan to achieve it. That can help you. Number three, interact with positive people. This solution will give you the inspiration to have a positive outlook to lives. You can spend more time with the critical people, lowers the confidence level of a person, and can reduce the chance of being happy. You can listen to their experience and how they turn their fail into achievement. Number three, improve social and communication skill. Despite giving excuses of not being social or lack in communication skill never work, this thing can be learned and implemented for the benefit of self. Reach out to more and more people. Put your effort in interact with as many people you can. Know their fears and problem. You need to put yourself in the environments. So this can help you. Because once the awareness of others increase, the chance of accepting ourselves increase more. And the last, number five, reward yourself. It is good to treat yourself from time to time on your achievement. Set some goal, and when achieved, rewards yourself with a vacation. You can give yourself. You can give your present for yourself and others that can be happy. Appreciate yourself with rewards help in boosting your self-confidence and build a sense of self-appreciation. So that's why solution can overcoming can improve your self-esteem. So what I can conclude, it is not an easy task to get the desired self-confidence. I understand there is a hard effort, but you can put an effort to resolve this issue. So will give a great result for you. We need to understand that it is a continuous process, and the motivation for self is required on daily basis. A slight deviation from this lowest confidence. So healthy self-confidence leads to a better life. So that's all for me. Thank you.